Guys, I hope you are very well. Welcome to another episode of the Unnamed Prep Series. We are officially 6 weeks out to the day. So we are going to get into this week's update. So, scale weight. Being a bitch. Scale weight hasn't really done a whole load. Very frustrating. However, such is life. We're at the position right now where we're kind of chasing a look rather than new lows every single week, which is something that can get a little bit like head fucky at times. However, I'm getting leaner, just scale weight just isn't playing ball, essentially. We threw in a couple of refeeds last week, and then it's just been a bit of a nightmare to get back down. But yeah, it is what it is. In terms of the actual physique, which is obviously the most important thing, I am looking leaner, a lot sharper, so that's kind of a good thing. And as much as 6 weeks doesn't seem like a long time, in terms of how much a physique can change on a daily basis, I believe that we are still ahead, and we're definitely going to be in on time. We did chuck out the weighted vest, which I've got a vlog coming out on this on Monday. We chucked out the weighted vest on this time last week. Basically we're just trying to alleviate basically all our stressors, right? Obviously as you go down the line in terms of prep, you kind of want to start preps quite quickly, and then as you go down prep, you want to obviously taper back the rate of loss, essentially, because essentially 1% when I'm, say, for example, 100 kilograms, 1% there is obviously you're obviously, when you're leaner, you're obviously taking off just I suppose more mass, right? Because essentially you are leaner, and it could tap into training performance just a little bit if I take off just 1% every single week. So yeah, that's what we're aiming to do, is essentially just trying to taper back our rate of loss. So yeah, that's a POA now. So in terms of scale weight not playing ball, it's not actually the end of the world, because that was kind of our plan anyway, was to slow down the rate of loss. I'm actually getting checked in person. I suppose by the time this is out, I got checked in today by AJ at a coach. So that'll be pretty interesting just to see what he thinks. It's always funny when you're looking at your own physique every single day, because you're kind of you've got somewhat of an assessment, but when someone else has eyes on you, they have obviously that external point of view, that non-emotional, I suppose, attachment to your physique. Because obviously when you are a competitive athlete, you do have that emotional attachment. It's your own physique, right? Whereas hiring a coach or having a second eye on you, you kind of just don't have that with them. They're just right, okay, this is what you need to do, this is where we're at, etc, etc, right? So it will be cool just to get his opinion on a few things. In terms of posing, this is something that I'm actually actively working on right now. So I was posing twice a week, I'm now posing 4 times a week, just to get everything in check, because it's all well and good, obviously, I suppose, stripping a physique back, but if you don't know how to pose and present it, stupid. What we're pretty much doing now is just solidifying the routine, just making sure all the transitions in between poses are good, just showing off and showcasing my physique, showing my stronger areas, hiding my weaker areas, because everyone has them. That's kind of what posing does. It's actually quite interesting, because one of the poses that I sucked at the most in 2021 is actually my strongest pose, which is actually the front double bicep. So that's pretty cool to see. It means I've built a substantial amount of muscle. When I was doing the front double bicep last time, I just had no lats, and I just had my chest was pretty fucked, my delts were gone, my abs were pretty much faded. So I don't know whether that was just an over dieting thing, or just simply just not having enough muscle, or both. It's quite interesting, because essentially I'm 3 kilograms up from stage weight, and I wouldn't say I'm leaner now, but I'm maybe as lean as I was, just not, number one, over dieted, because that prep was just a bit lengthy. I've also got a lot more tissue, so it will be interesting. In terms of training performance, that's fucking insane. I'm hardly losing. Well, I say I'm hardly losing a rep. I'm not really losing anything at the minute. I think I've lost one rep the whole entire prep, which is like 14 weeks of just consistent, not progression, retention. It's definitely taking a lot more like mental capacity to get into sets. But apart from that, that's it. In terms of life stress, some life stress with obviously the new business, but nothing I can't handle. In terms of sleep, I actually had a fucking horrible sleep on Monday, and since then I've been playing kind of catch up. Obviously, I am still, or like especially last week, I was a little bit jet lagged, but this week it's obviously seeming to get back to normal, which is all fine. It's my own fucking fault, but it is what it is. And then I think that's pretty much about it. I'm feeling good. I'm very happy with my physique. It's actually interesting because I've been lifting for like 12, 13 years this year. And this is the first time where I'm posing and I love my physique. And that's not saying that I dislike my physique. That's not saying I had like body dysmorphia. That's just saying like I've never truly been impressed with my physique until very recently. So that's quite cool. That's quite a cool like moment. Like I was posing the other day and I was like laughing at my own physique because it's like, wow, like I actually managed to impress myself, which has never happened. But again, I don't want people to say like I've got body dysmorphia. Now I haven't because I built a little bit more muscle. It's just I know my frame, I know my potential, and to see all my work kind of pay off is just one of them moments where you just look back on and just like almost smile, like almost be like, wow, that was so fucking worth it. Them 2 years, right, of obviously grinding in the off season and not necessarily liking that look whilst I was up there, but it's all being like presented and revealed like now, which is yeah, that's a cool feeling all by itself. So yeah, that's pretty much the update. What I'm going to do is actually switch around the order in which we do this. This kind of update used to be on the Monday. We're going to switch it from a Monday to a Friday. So the updates are now going to be on Friday, and then the like vloggy style, all the shit that generates a little bit more views is on the Monday. So yeah, OG fans, you're probably watching this and listen to this, and thank you very much for the support in the DMs in terms of Instagram. You guys have definitely pushed me this whole entire prep, and obviously we've got a long way to go yet, but yeah, it's definitely cool to see like a few of you in the DMs interacting, so that's awesome. But yeah, obviously this type of vlog doesn't really get many new people, so but yeah, guys who are watching are definitely the OG, the followers, the I suppose the crew, the mandem. Peace up. Thank you for the support. Anyway, hope you're well, and another week closer. I'll speak to you in the next vlog.